Hello everyone, my name's Isabel. I'm here from Proactivity to provide you a yoga wellness lesson. This is the third one of the series. And our focus throughout all of the lessons is on our breath, because breath translates in Sanskrit yoga as pranayama. So pranayama, your breath, is really important when you practice your yoga. Like your breath is really important when you do your schoolwork or when you go for a run down the street. It's always important to focus in on your breath to help you get the best out of whatever you are doing. So we're going to be focusing on Nadi Shodana alternate nostril breathing to begin. Firstly, let's just soften and relax the shoulders. Take a breath and draw our shoulders up towards our ears, and exhale, just drop them. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one, breath in, exhale, release. Nice. Slowly from here, just begin to soften and close down the eyes just for a moment. See if you're sitting like this, you could lengthen through the spine, elevate through the chin, drawing the belly button towards spine. Maybe you have a soft gaze. Maybe your eyes are completely shut, noticing the sounds inside and out. Maybe the sounds of your breath. Could you even hear your heartbeat if you listen closely? Then very gently from here, taking an inhale and a gentle exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Slowly from here, we're going to come into Nadi Shodana, alternate nostril breathing. You might notice that your sinuses become a little bit more unblocked if they're really blocked up. Let's draw our right thumb over our right nostril. So I'm going to sound a little bit funny because I'm going to be closing off one nostril, and you're going to breathe in through the left. Then you're going to close off the left nostril with any of your fingers that feels easier, and then you're going to breathe out through the right. We're going to keep that going. Remember, we're not trying to suck up the air. We're just trying to feel with how much air we have in our body to give. All right, closing off the right nostril. We'll do this all together. Breathe in through the left. Close off the left, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close off, breathe out through the left. Breath in through the left. Close off, breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close off and breathe out through the right. Now we're going to begin to add on a little bit further. So breath in, inhale. Close off, breathe out. Breath in. Close off, breathe out. Inhale. Close, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now for a little bit longer, breath in, breathe out. One more here. Then very gently bringing your palms to face up in front. Relax through the shoulders, closing down the eyes, breathing in through both nostrils, and breathing out through both. One more. And then drawing the hands to the knees, drawing them to heart center. Focus today is back on the breath. So when your breath escapes you in the practice, when it runs away from you and your mind is doing all the wandering, can you draw back to your breath? Your breath is your intention in any yoga practice. It's going to help see you through. So when you notice that you're breathing really high in the lungs to keep up, could you take a moment to stop, pause, catch your breath and draw it back? All of these breath techniques that I give you can be available on and off the yoga mat. You could bring this in if you're about to go for an exam or a test, something that's stressful. So you could find in and close our eyes and just do a couple rounds of that box breath, or that couple rounds of what we just did, that Nadi Shodana, alternate nostril breathing, to help calm the nervous system. When I used to go in for exams or tests, I would be quite stressed and nervous and worried. And then all that I needed to control was my breath to help calm me, better. And then I could concentrate and focus a lot more. Let's begin to come into our child's pose, knees out wide, big toes to touch. Sink your glutes towards your heels. We've done this for a few times now. So hopefully you should feel a little bit easier drawing your head down to the earth. We're going to change this into a lateral stretch, stretching through your side body. So walk the fingertips over to the right, connecting back down to your breath here. Close the eyes, drawing the head down to the earth. Walking the hands back to center now, back to the middle and over to the left. You should be feeling a stretch here through your side body, up towards your ribs, down through that side body. Again, you might like to place your right hand on your left or your left hand on your right. Walking the hands back to center, drawing your body up. We'll do a couple rounds of cat-cow. Wide spread the fingers, very important in yoga. Knees are planted down, toes are pointed down. From here, take a breath in, lift your head, chest, shine your heart forward. And then exhale to round, belly button tucks in. Really good for a tight back, tight body. You do all this schoolwork, all this running. It's a moment to move the body through space, working with the strength of your own body. Reminder that if something I say doesn't feel good for you or just doesn't feel right or you're not able to do it, that's okay. There's always taking your time, taking moments to rest. This is your practice, your yoga practice. And then very gently from here, we're going to come back into a kneeling position. You could come sit cross-legged if that is also not right for you. Hands could face down or palms could face up. And I want you to think of something in your life that worries you, that causes you a little bit of stress or makes you upset or frustrated or angry. We all have these things. And notice how it feels within the body. A lot of the time when we're sad or angry, we push these feelings down or we react. Instead of reacting, notice here what's happening with the body. When you think of one thing, maybe it's two things that frustrates you, makes you upset. Teachers and children and adults, we all go through our worries and our stresses. Now I want you to close down the eyes. Now you've thought of the thing that stresses or worries you. Could you begin to breathe deeper into the belly? Telling yourself and reminding yourself to be calm. Relaxing through your jaw, your neck, your head. Focus in on your breath. And then very gently from here, let's draw our hands down. We're going to draw our right arm out, so draw your left leg out and draw your elbow towards knee. Few more rounds here. Remember, it's an inhale to extend and it's an exhale to curl. Few more rounds. You've got this. Remember, I'm not with you in person, so it's very easy for you to want to stop or not do it or think that you're bored. So just stay with it. Remember that concentrating, that part of the practice. Now you're going to windmill your right arm round. If you can't grab hold of the foot, just reaching back here. If you've got the foot, gently kick into it and draw your right shoulder back. Less pressure out of your left wrist. And then gently drawing yourself back, give your left wrist a little bit of a shake and a move. Right leg draws out here. Draw that left hand out. Few more rounds. Reminder, when it's harder to do something, sometimes we go, don't really want to do that, I can't do that. That's when you need to concentrate in on your breath. Because when we concentrate in on our breath in our yoga practice, then we can help and focus in on that in our daily parts of our life. Extend out and hold. Maybe you stay here or maybe reach around for the foot. Gently drawing yourself back, knees up wide. Find a quick child's pose, drawing your head down to the earth. Maybe you want to take this a little deeper. As elbows draw down to the earth, you could interlace the fingers or have your hands in prayer as your hands draw behind. Drawing your hands down to the earth now. Let's tuck the toes, move into downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, we're actually going to ripple forward into high plank, shoulders stack over wrists, squeeze your glutes. So I don't want to see anyone doming their back or arch reaching up. I can't see you, so you need to help your body here. So lengthen through the spine. Engage the stomach. So squeeze your stomach if you need to, drawing that belly button towards spine. And slowly drop the knees, untuck the toes. We're going to lower all the way down. We're coming into Shavasana as you draw your arms behind. All right, so head, chest, shoulders, the only things that are going to come up. You're going to squeeze your glutes. Breath into squeeze glutes, head, chest, shoulders. And then gently lower. Inhale to reach up, squeeze glutes. And then exhale, gently lower. Now your chin stays down to the mat, drawing the legs up. Inhale, squeeze the glutes. Maybe take a little scissor kick. And then exhale, lower. One more, you've got this. Breath in. Exhale, lower. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, interlacing the fingers, draw your nose and your gaze down to the tip of your mat as everything draws up. Keep your spine and neck in one alignment. And then exhale, gently lower. We're going to push back for a melting heart puppy pose to relax our lower back as your arms draw out. Draw your head down to the earth, glutes stay in the air. Different to a child's pose. Very gently from here, let's draw ourselves up. We're going to tuck the toes, move into downward facing dog, feet are hip distance apart, wide spread your fingers. Begin to gently bend through the knees, pedal out through the feet. Maybe sway your neck and head, maybe sway your glutes from side to side. Whatever you do, just think of a nice long spine. And then very gently from here, we're going to add on. So you're going to draw your right leg up here, warming up through the body. Right knee goes towards left elbow. Don't worry if it doesn't touch. Draw it back. Right knee towards right elbow. Draw it back. You've got this. Right knee in towards the chest. Push the earth away. Draw that right knee down. I won't be facing you. Left leg is long. Draw that left hand down the leg. Take a breath in as you windmill that right hand forward. Right hand draws through. Maybe closing your eyes here and notice your body through space. Feeling a nice stretch through the right side of your body. You don't need to focus on being able to do every single move perfectly. So in this moment where you can't see me properly, can you close down the eyes and focus in on your body? Right hand draws down. Take a breath in, that left leg draws up. Hip, knee and ankle, can you get it in one alignment as that left hand draws up and overhead? If you want it a little bit easier, drop that left foot down. Then gently drawing your hands back to center. Let's tuck the toes, move back, downward facing dog. Add a little bit of a sing-song in for you. Inhale, draw that left leg up. Draw that left knee in towards that left elbow. Draw it back. Left knee in towards right elbow. It doesn't have to touch. Draw it back. Left knee in towards the chest. Push the earth away. Draw that left knee down. Draw that right leg long. Draw your hands in prayer. Take a moment of breath. So notice what's happening. That breath is rising high. Send it deep into the belly. Take a moment to calm through your breath, calm through your mind, and calm through your heart. Draw that right hand down the leg and peel that left arm up and overhead. Your gaze could be down towards the floor or up towards the fingertips. Remember, you do what feels good for you. We're all different shaped bodies internally, from our muscles to our joints to our bones. So it's always going to look slightly different from one person to the next. Draw that left hand down. Maybe you're on tips of your fingertips, or maybe that left hand comes all the way. Your right foot could stay pointed, or you could draw that right foot up. See if you can rotate your chest here. So rather than like this, we want to find length. Take an inhale, stay for the exhale, draw your body back up, come into a T shape here. Then cartwheel the hands down, come back into plank. We're going to take full plank now, but remember, you can always drop the knees, right? You don't have to take full plank. If you're with me and you want to take full plank into Chaturanga, gently shift weight forward and lower all the way down. Slowly from here, come into a kneeling position. I'm going to take you through upward facing dog. So we've been learning Sphinx in our last two videos. I'm going to take you through upward facing dog. Know that you can always come back to Sphinx, which is this position, if we forgot. All right, if you want to learn upward facing dog, I'll guide you through it. A lot of the time I see upward dog like this. That's hurting your neck, that's hurting your lower back. We want to see this area, your hips, your pelvis, drawing off the earth. So you can keep those knees down on the earth. You want to squeeze gently through the glutes. And rather than drawing all your weight forward, you want to draw and lengthen through the chest. Remember that Sphinx is always there, or you can draw all of your legs off the earth. That one's a little bit more challenging, but remember, we don't want to be this, crunching into our body, crunching into our spine, crunching into our neck. We want to draw up and away. Let's push back, taking a downward facing dog. So now you know upward facing dog is there for you, or your Sphinx position. Lightly step to the top of the mat here and exhale, fold, let it go. Nod the head yes or no, and then stack your vertebra as you rise. We're going to begin to add in a little bit quicker as we inhale, drawing the hands up. Exhale, dive down to the earth. Breath in for your halfway lift, hands draw to shins, roll your shoulders up and back. So not like this, up and back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back into plank. Remember, plank can be done on your knees. If you want to go on your knees, drop down, untuck the toes. Otherwise, with me, gently shift weight forward and begin to lower. That breath in for that Sphinx pose or that upward facing dog. And then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. I'm going to make this into a flow sequence. So draw that right leg up as you breathe in, square your right hips. And then draw that right knee in towards the chest, step that right foot forward, left foot comes down, warrior one. We're going to begin to add on here. So find the energy through your fingertips, shooting up towards the sky. Then draw the hands in prayer. That left foot comes back, I'm not facing you. As you draw the arms out, warrior two. Flip the front palm, take a breath in. Exhale, windmill to exalt your warrior. Warrior two now. Gently pivot the back foot, high lunge. So if you feel wobbly, you want to draw that left foot a little bit closer in. Drawing the hands to prayer heart center, begin to take a couple rounds of pulses here. From here, we're going to come into what's called tree pose, which you've done with me before in the first video. Slowly scooting your way up, left leg draws up here. Squeeze your right glutes, draw that left foot inside of right. Remember, just not on the knee joint, or you could draw it above. Few more counts of breath here. Draw the hands up and overhead. Draw that left foot in. Take an inhale, gently lower down to the earth on the exhale. Inhale for your halfway lift and exhale, fold. Plant the hands. You could skip the flow if you're feeling tired. Rest in child's pose, hold downward dog. If you want to flow with me, I'm going to lower the knees, or you could take that full chaturanga. That breath in from maybe that sphinx or that upward facing dog. And then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Check out, feet hip distance apart. Wide spread your fingers, bend the knees as much as you need. Take a breath in as that left leg draws towards the sky. Draw that left knee in towards the chest, stay with me. Left foot steps in between the hands here. Draw that right foot forward. Watch the tracking of your knee as you draw your body up. So we want to draw that knee forward rather than out towards the side. Warrior one here. Feel the energy into your fingertips. Feel the lightness of your body. And what's happening with your breath? Is it, if it is, take a moment to send it deep towards the belly, helping to calm your nervous system, calming the body throughout this yoga practice. Draw the hands to heart center. Keep that left foot there. Draw that right foot back. Nice, everyone. Relax here in your warrior two. Flip the front palm like you're reaching to grab something. Take an inhale. And exhale, windmill to reverse. Warrior two now. Pivot on the back foot, your high lunge. You go as slow as you need. You could skip the pulses. You could stay still. Promise you will come down for a nice rest. Come back to your breath if you've lost it. If your mind's saying you can't do it, change your mind and your attitude to I can. Draw that right foot forward. You could always hold on to a wall, a chair if you need, as that right foot comes inside of left. If you want it a little bit trickier, you could draw it all the way up. Whatever you've got, you want to draw that right knee out. Drawing the hands up and overhead if you've got it. Then gently drawing that right knee down for 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. Hands a breath out. All right, let's connect back into us as we close our eyes here. Lengthen through the chin. Drawing the fingers out, what's called your Tadasana, your mountain pose, finding the energy within your body. Sometimes when the practice becomes challenging within the mind, within our body, we sort of say, I can't do that, that's too hard, or I'm feeling tired. Remember, our attitude towards the yoga practice, towards our life, will really help if we can help control our breath and controlling our thoughts. All right, let's step to the top of the mat here. Blink open the eyes. I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling a lot more calm and just taking a few breaths. Let's draw the hands up as we breathe in. And exhale as we dive down to the earth. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands. Slowly come back for your child's pose here. Take a moment of rest. And then very gently drawing your bodies up. We're going to come onto our back, working a bridge pose, and then we're going to do some stretches coming up. So drawing your heels as close as you can towards your glutes. If that hurts your knees when you come up, you could draw the feet further away. You want your head down towards the earth, your chin slightly tucked in. We're going to take a breath in, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, and then exhale, gently lower. 5 more rounds. If you want it a little bit harder, you might hold up here. Imagine that you've got a block in between your legs and you're squeezing it, getting those inner thighs active too. Hands could be down to the earth or on your hips, whatever feels good. Less weight in your neck, more weight towards your toes. Keeping that going. Maybe this is where you stay, or maybe you want to add on by drawing that left leg up. Draw that left leg down. Maybe you want to add on as you draw that right leg up towards the air. Gently draw it down. And maybe you want even more where you could shuffle your shoulders in, interlacing the hands, drawing your body up. Remember, if it doesn't feel good, gently coming out and begin to lower. We're going to draw the legs up towards the sky here. Relaxing the arms out by the side, and we're going to begin to work our abdominals. Your abdominals are all to do with your posture. So noticing your breath and noticing through the body. And then begin to lower your left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring it back up. Lower your right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently draw it back up. Lower your left for 10, 9, 8. It's not touching the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it back up. You've got this. Lower your right for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it back up. All right, now everything lowers down. If you're tired, you could bend the knees. Remember, your body can do it. Lower down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, full body stretch. I bet you took a big sigh. Oh, and then slowly drawing your knees in towards the chest. Begin to take some little hip circles here. We're going to slowly cross the ankles, hold underneath your knees, rock and roll gently on the spine to slowly come up for our stretches before we come down onto our back. Now, what tends to happen is a lot of the time in our yoga practice, we think something's too hard, that we can't do it. But if you put your mind to anything, I promise you'll be able to do it. So stay focused. Right leg comes inside of left. Left toes are flexed, so that's pointed and that's flexed. Drawing your torso, this is your torso, rotate it towards your left leg. Draw your left hand down the leg and peel your right arm up and overhead, working that side body stretch. Now you could grab the foot if it's close, or you could just draw the hand here. We don't want to hurt our neck and shoulders by pulling towards our foot. And then very gently from here, spin your body up. Right hand comes towards your right glutes. Draw your left hand up. Point your left toes. Take a breath in. And you're not going to change your leg shape as you draw your body up. 3 more here. So the weight is not going into your wrist. The weight is more going out towards the side. 2 more. You've got this. Last one. Maybe on the last one, you want to draw that left leg up and gently lower down. From here, let's swap over. Right leg long, left leg inside the right. Rotate your torso. Draw your right hand down and peel that left arm up and overhead. Slowly from here, begin to draw your body up. Point the right toes. Draw your right hand up as you breathe in and draw up. Few more. Inhale to rise and exhale to lower. Close the eyes if you'd like. Last one. And maybe you want to draw that foot up, or maybe you don't. And then begin to find yourself all the way lengthening tall. And then lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full body stretch overhead, interlacing the fingers. And then very slowly from here, drawing the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, coming into our open body stretch. Relaxing your mind, your body. Calming down your nervous system by slowing down your breath. Your thoughts might still run wild in your head. That's okay. Just slow it down. And then very gently from here, drawing your legs long. Draw your palms to face up. Close down the eyes. And you're going to have 1 minute of complete silence. So just close your eyes lying on your back. If you're getting too restless, you could come to sit up. But whatever you've chosen, you're being still. Your mind will fight you to be active. Just say to your body, I can be still for a minute without falling asleep. Very gently from here, staying lying down if you're there, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, small movement back through the body. It might feel nice for a big stretch up and overhead. Rolling to your favourite side, right or left. Gently pushing into your hand to come up to a comfortable seat. Keep those eyes closed. What's common is to want to look around. See if you can focus inwards towards you. Staying here for just 1 minute with the eyes closed. Every time your body fights you to move, say to yourself, I can sit still, I can be calm, and I can be quiet. Drawing the hands to the heart center. In all of who you are important. You are loved. From my heart to yours, everyone, namaste. Namaste. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in my last video, so stay tuned to see what's next. Bye everyone, take care.